Pursuant to House Resolution 609, the gentleman from Indiana, Mr. Messer, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Indiana.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I also want to thank my colleague from Texas, Mr. Marchant, for his great work on this important bill, a bill that seeks to make the administration accountable for the out-of-control national debt, which others have said just hit a staggering $19 trillion. Mr. Chairman, like the underlying legislation, the amendment I'm offering today holds this administration and future administrations accountable too. Many don't realize the enormous power Congress has given to the Treasury Department to use so-called extraordinary measures when we're about to hit the debt ceiling. To pay our bills and delay hitting the debt limit, Treasury has the authority to take more than $350 billion out of government accounts, including government worker pension and retirement accounts. This is an incredible power shifting around hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars and dodging the limit Congress has placed on borrowing. Our Constitution says that Congress, not the administration, has the power of the purse. So these extraordinary measures, which in effect enable the department to run up bills or IOUs beyond the debt limit, should be transparent. Congress and the American people have the right to know what Treasury is doing with our money. And at present, it's astonishing how little transparency the department is statutorily obligated to provide. Very simply, my amendment requires the Treasury to report on what extraordinary measures it intends to use if the debt limit is not lifted. It requires them to project how long such measures will fund the federal government. And so Congress and the American people know well before we near the limit how long those measures will last. And it requires the Treasury Department to estimate the administrative costs associated with taking any extraordinary measures. If moving all this money around costs additional money, we should all know about it. I urge my colleagues to support this amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from